Let me start by asking you, what exactly is the Climate Group?
We're a non-profit organisation and our mission is to accelerate climate action. So we work with businesses, we work with subnational governments in order to really help them meet their agendas on climate action.
So with that in mind, what are you hoping will come out of this summit?
Well, we're really excited about this summit. Obviously, there's been a lot of progress in the last 2 years since Paris, but the next 2 years are really critical. 2020 is when governments are going to have to look at their NDCs. We hope in 2020 there'll be more ambition. So actually, this is the start of a 2-year process where we're going to start ratcheting the ambition up. We work with non-state actors. They're all ready to support. We're seeing businesses being very ambitious, stepping forward to support Paris. So what we want out of summits like this is to show that non-state actors are there, they're supporting the national governments, and that will all lead together to a ratcheting in Paris in 2020.
But is it the case, Helen, of too little, too late?
No, I don't think so. This is a very, very long-term agenda, and we've seen that the Paris Accord 2 years ago really started galvanizing action. That was a real breakthrough moment. And so I think we do have to be patient and know that these things are going to take a long time. We know we're not going at the pace that we need, but I think there's plenty more time to do things, and really that's why the next 2 years are so critical.
Now, as you said there earlier, non-state actors are really just as important as governments in combating climate change. Are there any corporations that are standing out in terms of doing something truly successful and different in dealing with the issue?
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of leadership from businesses. So the Climate Group runs some corporate leadership campaigns which are really trying to drive that leadership commitment. So RE100, which is a commitment to 100% renewable energy, EV100, which is commitments on electric vehicles, and EP100, which is about energy productivity and doubling energy productivity. So this week, EDF and Schneider Electric, 2 giant French companies, have signed up to those initiatives. EDF has made a commitment on electric vehicles, Schneider to RE and to energy productivity. And so those sorts of commitments are what we're really going to see drive it. RE100 has over 100 members. We have in there the likes of Facebook, Apple, Google, those sorts of big companies that are really pushing the agenda on renewable energy and sending a very strong market signal that the demand for renewable energy is there.
That being said, Helen, I mean, the key emitters such as China, India and the US are not present at today's summit. Does that worry you?
China, I mean, we had a representative from China here today, the lead climate negotiator. Obviously, the US pulling out of the Paris Agreement was a big blow this year, but immediately after that, we were at the Clean Energy Ministerial that was being held in Beijing, and there you saw China reaffirming its commitment to climate action. It's firmly baked into the Chinese plans, and I think we're going to see increasing leadership from China, from India, and those sorts of countries who really see the market opportunity for this. It's obviously a real shame that the US has made that decision, but at the same time, we're seeing US states stepping forward, we're seeing US businesses stepping forward. They're committed through something called We're Still In. It says we're still in the Paris Agreement. So even though the US federal government isn't showing leadership at the moment, we're seeing lots of leadership from elsewhere, which is a real cause for optimism.
Helen Clarkson, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.